just what we're going to pretend because it's the internet and we believe everything on the internet. And normally there's a little thing that only I can see, but I think if you go like right here, maybe reversed on your guys's, but it says we're live, so we're just going to pretend with that. So to get everybody through the opening advertisements and all the other stuff, we're going to play the intro. So you guys sit back, grab your snacks, grab something to drink, take your shoes off. We're going to hang out for an hour right after this one.
Welcome to Workshop Wednesday, come on in. At the Rural Report, let the prepping begin. We'll teach you the skills you need to survive. Join our community, let's thrive and thrive. Gather round, don't be shy. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday, come on in. At the Rural Report, let the prepping begin. We'll teach you the skills you need to survive. Join our community, let's thrive and thrive. Gather round, don't be shy. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday, come on in. At the Rural Report, let the prepping begin. We'll teach you the skills you need to survive. Join our community, let's thrive and thrive. Gather round, don't be shy.
And there we go. So hopefully everybody got all the way through all the fun advertisements and the various other things that YouTube likes to do. So that way they make a bunch of money off of us and all that fun stuff. So if you are new here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with us here at Workshop Wednesday. It is a 1 hour live stream, Q&A style-ish, where pretty much anything goes. And we go all based off the chat. I make content pretty much 7 days a week, and you guys come and do me the honor of spending your time watching my stuff and what I want to do. Wednesday nights is all about you. So I come and we just hang out, right? Sometimes it's serious and we ask questions and we talk about things that need to be talked about. Other times it's just jokes and laughs, and sometimes that's exactly what we need. But again, my chat is not working. I have been in touch with 3 different people at Riverside, and they're trying to figure it out. So I'm giving them a little bit more time, but hopefully it won't be much longer, and we'll be able to hopefully get this all fixed. So let's see what we've got in here tonight. I see Billy is here. JS Genesis Designs is in the house. Texas Raider, what's going on? Great to have you. Miss Teresa is here. Hello, Teresa. Scott Hummer, my man, what's going on? Glad to have you here. ADRVT has showed up and is saying hello to everybody. We got the one and only Show Intel is in the house. Hello, V. Great to see you. Billy is here. What's going on, Billy? I've been meaning to watch your stuff, but there's a lot of stuff going on at work, and we'll just skip all that. But hopefully very soon I will be right back and hanging out with you in your morning lives. Little Lone Prepper, what an honor. Great to have you here. Thank you for gracing us with your presence and hanging out with us a little bit tonight. I see Tammy Joe has stopped in. Hello, Tammy. Great to see you here tonight. Dana, let's prep. Coming out with the huge list, saying hello to all of you. So hopefully you guys say hello back. Nick Easy has popped on in. What's going on, Nick? Oops has showed up and saying hello, all. Granny's Corner is here, and I've got a little something about Granny, so hopefully you stay right where you are, ma'am. Let's see, who else do we got? I don't want to miss anybody in here. Of course, chat is going completely nuts on the other side, so my backup chat to the other chat to the everything. The Orlando Prepper is in the house, right here with all the cool kids. What's going on, Mr. Orlando? Prayers go out to Lady Prepper. I hope that she gets Godspeed on her healing and everything goes well. So still keeping her in our prayers tonight. J.S. Badger, man, there is the legend right there. It is wonderful to see you here. Let's see, who else do we got? We got OVP himself has stopped on in. Gen X Gemini popped on in to say hello to everybody. Great to have you here as well. Hopefully, I didn't miss anybody. I already see that OVP. So, Granny, if you can, do you mind if I share what I got in the mail? I'm gonna wait for the chat because sometimes I do put my PO box on just about every video. Okay, so my PO box is there. I get Christmas cards, I get letters, I get different things. That's why it's there. Uh, but I do get people that send me stuff that do not want it shared. And so until I get confirmation from the sender, I don't share things. So Ace is here. What's going on, Ace? Sorry, I think I missed you, but it is wonderful to have you here. Who else do we got in here? We got Gigi's Garden waving a pink hello to everybody. Great to have you here as well. Let's see if I got permission from Granny. We got a lot that we can talk about tonight. I will kind of do 5 minutes, a little bit on a few things, and then we're going to go straight over to the chat. Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. There is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mike, and the Livingston man. If you missed tonight's We All Gonna Die Wednesday, I don't know what you were doing. That was a great one. That was a absolute great one. Safe travels. I know that you are heading home. Tuck is here. Big old list as well. Saying hello. I'm not going to share the wonderful note, but it is a wonderful, wonderful little note. But Granny decided because she was on 0 Hour Podcast. If you missed that, you need to go back and watch that. But we was talking about freeze dried, and she sent me. I got some freeze dried strawberries. I also got some freeze dried watermelon. This is going to be wonderful. Uh, Good stuff right there. I also got some freeze dried eggs. That's going to be really good this weekend. We're going to use that for breakfast. And then, if you notice, the top has already been popped on this because I couldn't contain myself. Um, I think most of you are going to know exactly what that is, and if you do, I don't know. It's going to be one of them things. But for the rest of you, yes, that is freeze dried Skittles. So all of us, the whole family, has popped the top and has started munching on these already. So thank you so much. You didn't have to. It means a lot. I love to every once in a while get a fun little thing, and yeah, it's gonna go great to great use. We're gonna munch on all of that stuff. So. Thank you so much from everybody here at the Rural Household because it's going to be awesome. So, let's see who else do we got in here tonight. Let's see. KP Heathen has stopped in. Hello, KP. Great to see you here. That's right, Orlando. Our addresses are all over the internet, so I don't care. Yeah, if everything goes sideways, we probably won't be here. But yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. Let's see who else do we got in here. In the truck right now to head over. Yeah, and I did right there. There's VP's stuff. So, just letting him know subliminal messaging that I do have freeze dried Skittles. So yeah, if there's a knock on the door, it's probably Vision. So let's see who else do we got. Yes, freeze dried Skittles. They are amazing. And I want to pop the top and like show you really nice and up close to the camera. But if I do that, I'm going to start eating them. And yeah, it won't stop. So maybe at the end. Maybe at the end. Um, Chris and Amy from Leonard Mountain Homestead is here. What's going on? Let's see who else is here. Okay, I think we're all good. All right, so we're going to quickly address the elephant in the room. I'm going to get out the few things that I want to say. If you guys want to continue, that's fine. But I think all of us are fully aware of what happened to Charlie Kirk tonight. Troy, great to see you. It's always wonderful to have you here. So, it's definitely sad, right? It doesn't matter left, right, center. It doesn't matter what your political beliefs are. It doesn't matter if you agreed with him. I certainly didn't agree with him 100%. But the guy was using his free speech and his platform to go out and do what he did. And for me, I gave him respect because he debated you and he didn't do it behind the keyboard or behind a lens and whatnot. He went out in person, right? He looked you in the eye and asked you, come on up, tell me your question. we're going to do this in person, right? Um, and I don't agree with some of the ideology and some of the things that he did. I agreed with him on other things and whatnot, but I respected the manner in which he did it. He very well could have taken the one where he was inside for every event, had mass security, had metal detectors, had all sorts of stuff, and it would have probably been much easier to control, a crowd and different things like that. But most of his events, he loved to be outside, right? Just a cheap 10 by 10 canopy, sitting there in a chair behind, a plastic table or whatnot. Come on up, ask me your question. Let's have a conversation. And I don't know what it is, right? We don't know who's behind it. It's way too early to start doing speculation. Um, that's why I kind of waited for a lot of stuff before I even did any sort of posting. They were talking about he's gone, he's in surgery, no, he's passed, no, he's getting transfusion. They've got the guy, they don't have the guy. Yes, they have the guy. Now there's two guys. Everybody's got to be first. Everybody's got to throw it. And I was trying to do my best to hold back and wait until we had confirmation on things. But I gave him respect for what he did. He did it well, and he stood for his beliefs, right? He was very grounded in what he was doing, and I think we can learn from that, right? Even if I disagree with you, you'll have my respect if you stand your ground, right? You don't have to get argumentative. You definitely don't go to violence, but you sit there and you have an adult conversation. You use your words, right? And we don't have to agree at the end of the day, right? It that's okay. And I don't know where that went into society, but somewhere along the lines, the whole point of being able to make a decision is to debate and talk about it, right? Here's my point of view. Here's your point of view. We can talk it out. We can do opinions. We can do facts. We can do all sorts of different things. And at the end of the day, if we can't convince you or me or whatever to come to the other side, or at least meet in the middle, right? We can maybe find common ground. Then you walk away. It's just that simple. But apparently, I don't know. I don't know where things are going in the country, and this is going to be one of the things that hopefully this is a freak accident. I don't think it is, because this is already overshadowing the two students that was also involved in a shooting today. Most of the news is not talking about them. And there's a lot of things that's going on, right? You have Israel going over and Qatar and doing their things. Russia and Poland is doing their things. You have, was it Nepal has fallen all over social media, as well as, did anybody see the terrorist attack in Germany? They burnt down a couple of transformers, cut some lines, and Berlin went completely in the dark. Where was that over the news, right? So it just is what it is. And yeah, it's there's a lot going on, and this is definitely one of the things to go, hey, here's a good reason to prepare, right? So but let's jump back in the chat. I kind of said my piece on everything. It's just sad. And actually, one more thing before I see what you guys want to talk about. I regrettably made a mistake. Um, I'm thick skinned. I don't take things personally, and something like this happened. It's very sad. It doesn't matter whether I agree with them, disagree with them, like them, don't like them, whatever. It's sad when you see something like this happen. And I knew better, and I went into the comment sections, and it turned my stomach. It absolutely made me sick. I saw the uncensored close-up video of it actually happening. If you have seen that, I'm sorry. If you haven't, please do not go looking for it. You can't unsee it. But the things that I was reading in the comment section, I understand. Yeah, first day on the internet, I get all the jokes and all that. It was absolutely heartbreaking. Like, almost wanted to cry. It was the absolute ways that people could put words together and form the things that I was reading was just absolutely heartbreaking. And do yourself a favor, don't go into the comment sections and stuff, at least not tonight, right? I get it. It's your right and all that. That's just my advice. I'm telling you, from a crazy guy on the internet that just decided to post some stuff, on YouTube. If you want my advice, you don't have to take it, but don't go looking for that stuff. Trust me, it's look for a reason to smile. Tell the people that you love them. Send somebody a message. Hey, I'm thinking about you, and just be thankful for what you have. So let's see. Let's jump back into the chat before this thing just goes right off the rails and does all the things. I see Half Ready is here. What's going on, my brother? Hopefully you're enjoying vacation. Great to see. Yep, still on vacation. JD is here. JD prepping Erie. Great to see you, brother. Nice to have you on in here. Yeah, Nick, they released the second subject. I saw that one there. Charlie was always calm, listened, fair, compassionate for those that he needed. He was, and I don't know, right? We can't guess with anything. We don't have a suspect. We're not questioning. We don't know who exactly did it, how many people did it, why they did it. It's all just a guessing game, and you can't get mad at what you don't know, right? We can be mad at the event, but we got to fully understand the full equation if we're going to get to the end of this. So all we can do, unfortunately, is kind of prep, be thankful, and you got to wait and let people do their jobs. So let's see. Oh, there goes the chat again. Chat just cakes off flying. I swear to you, I'm going to find a streaming service that has a friendly chat. So, all right, where were we down in here? And again, if you guys want to talk about something, if you have questions or anything, just throw them in the chat and we will go through. Let's see. Granny says, I agree. I did not agree with everything, and it's sad for him and his family when our free speech is violated and has an assault and death. Yeah, death is wrong. Yes. Charlie Kirk, this is by Half Ready, spoke his truth with no fear. Any Marine will respect his dedication to honor, courage, commitment. Godspeed to Charlie. That's right. Yeah. Um, and it's one of them things too. You can stand on a big mound and preach your stuff, and I can disagree with all of it. I can 100% go, I don't agree with nothing you say. But if you do it the right way, right? You don't hurt anybody, you stand for it, you believe in it, you conversate and you talk about it and you do it, in the right manner. I'll respect you for it, right? Respect doesn't go with I don't like you, so I don't respect you. That's not the way it works, at least in my opinion. Um, do your thing, right? You have those rights as an American citizen. You have the right to free speech, and that means voicing your opinion. So I don't know where we've gone wrong. JS Genesis, we are in a broken world for yeah, yep, his family and the world stop turning. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. OVP, yep, we're all targets. Unfortunate, right? Um, I mean, it goes with all the different things. You don't have to do anything, right? It used to be that if you uh, did a certain something, even if it was silly, right? You looked at somebody the wrong way or you cut somebody off in traffic, then your heart fluttered. Uh-oh, I made a mistake or whatever. But now you don't have to do anything and you're a target. So it's becoming crazy and scary and everything, right? JS says anyone with morals and values is a target. I'll agree with that. Gigi says seems ability to have an adult conversation and a civil debate is in danger of extinction. Yes, ma'am. That right there. That's what I was trying to say, but you eloquently beat me to it. So hats off to you. 5 points to Gigi's Garden. Let's see. Dana's Let's Prep says, I believe you said something that was very good. There we go. Let's see. If it doesn't matter what your beliefs are, people are free to disagree. No amount of disagreement should have taken a life that is horrible and sad. That is right. Leonard Mountain Homestead makes a very good point on that one. OVP says world is on fire and burning more each day. Yep, 100%. Yep. Let's see, who else do we got? And if I miss something and it's important, just throw it back in the chat, right? It's okay. But my chat's going absolutely nuts tonight. Let's see. Tell us if Little Roll is helping this month with his prep, and if so, what is he doing to help? He is doing a little bit. We have been working on being a little bit more independent. So he is working on doing a few more things to gain his independence. We're also teaching him life lessons about pride right now. So he got his own little shelf in his room that he can put on the things that are important to him. So when he gets school awards or he went was it a weekend or so ago that he found his turkey feather he thought was the greatest thing in the world. That made it onto the shelf for whatever reason. But we're right now for him. He's at that age that he's doing some life lessons to do his preps this month. That's kind of what we're focusing on. So we'll see how that works. Let's see. I want to get the kids more involved in the process of being prepared for an event in life. Yes. Yeah. Always got to get the kids involved. Always. Let's see. Dana Let's Prep says no one has to agree with me, but I don't want to be forced to agree with something that I do not like or believe in. I'm too long in the tooth to pretend, and I don't want to. Right. And that's one of the key things right there that you've touched on, Dana. It's okay to disagree, right? You like orange and I like green. Great, right? And I'm not going to sway you. You're not going to sway me. Maybe we can talk and we can mix the colors together and be okay with that. But if not, we have to be able to go, you know what? You take your orange over there. I'm gonna take my green over here, and we'll be just fine. It's the problem is somebody goes, no, you have to like green. Well, no, right? That's not the way this works. And I think that's one of the big things is a lot of this is being brainwashed. I think there's a lot of subliminal stuff going on. There's a lot of things that's just being pushed. There's probably medication involved, both prescription and non-prescription. Social media is a lot, right? I mean, if we look at Nepal, all of the stuff that went on in Nepal in like 48 hours, 72 hours was because they banned social media. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check that out. They literally had the prime minister flee the country and resign. Most of the leadership fled. Homes were burned. Parliament was burned. Uh, all over social media. I mean, not all. Most of it was over social media, but it's sad. It is sad. Um, let's see. Little Lone Prepper says, I just feel more sad than anything. Something is severely broken in the human species as a whole. Yeah, I've said this a lot. Most of you, if you've been in the chat rooms, when humanity stops, society stops. I mean, that's just it. The country is over right there. And I've preached this over and over, even in SHTF. That's why I'm going to do my best to, I mean, use common sense, but I'm going to help people. I'm going to do what I can to be fair and just and have that good reputation, even during ugly times, because once humanity is over, what's the point? All right. I mean, when you watch some deranged individual stand up and literally stab somebody to death and nobody moves a muscle, it's sad. And I don't know if I that's the world that that we're handing our kids and grandkids. And sadly, every day it just looks like more and more that's what we're doing. So yeah, rule without law meter is peaking. That's right. Hudson Valley's got a point on that one. Let's see. Yeah, WROL is rule or world rule without law. Let's see. Did Kane sneak on in here? What's going on, Kane? Great to see you tonight. Or without rule of law. Sorry. Nomad corrected me. Thank you. I think the light. I'm just going to blame the light. Let's see. Carolina Country Homesteading 101. Great to have you here. Let's see. We need stronger, close, and extended family and friends. Yes. And don't force it, right? Um, you can have somebody that you met 2 months ago be so much more of an ally and have a closer relationship than a person that you've had 10 years or a brother or a sister or a cousin, right? Just because they're blood or just because you've known them longer does not mean the relationship is stronger. Okay. I've had to remind people like that. Where they feel that, well, I've known Bob for 10 years, but here's Billy and I've only known him for like 3 months. Okay, but which one do you fully trust, right? Sometimes it's not about numbers. Let's see, who else do we got in here tonight that is throwing everything in the chat. Let's see. We have a backpack for my granddaughter, and she's been helping packing it with things we agreed should go. Yeah, interesting, yeah, to see the choices. I could definitely see that. Um, I'm pretty sure for him it'd be probably a pack of goldfish, a juice box, maybe a can of Sprite, maybe, and then probably his rock collection and his tablet. That's probably the most important things to him right now. So let's see, who else do we got in here tonight? I said hello to Kane. Katrinka is here. What's going on, Miss Katrinka? Great to have you here hanging out with all of us. Let's see. LLP says that was disgusting. No one of those cowards on that train even tried to comfort the poor girl, even after the attacker. And again, there's video out there. Keep in mind, we are in that age of multiple platforms. There is unedited video where you watch very disturbing images of that, and I'm telling you, if you haven't seen it, do not go look for that. Okay, you cannot unsee that, and it's not pleasant to watch. And again, I'm not there. Okay, I didn't go talk to any of these people or whatever. I'm just thinking out loud in my head. I don't know if people were so busy watching their phones and not paying attention that they just didn't notice, or didn't, whatever. There's somebody moving around. Okay, if I don't notice, then whatever. I don't know if it was something to where people have diseases. I'm not catching AIDS or whatever it is, and ruining my life to go help somebody that I probably don't have the ability to help anyway. Um, People don't want to be sued, right? I went over there, I performed CPR, they died anyway, the family's mad, and I'm the last to touch them, so I get sued. I don't know what's stopping people anymore, right? I mean, for me, if Mrs. Rural or Little Rural, if they were in a car accident, I would much rather have somebody go over there and try, right, than to just have it to where, yeah, there was just this guy standing there filming him. He didn't do anything. He didn't call anybody. He didn't try anything. He just stood there and filmed. I'd be really upset, right? But if that person ran over there and tried, never took a CPR class, which you should, but tried to administer CPR, tried to do something, I'd be okay with that. I could live with that, right? My opinion. Who else do we got in here? OVP says I really think today's event is going to start. Yeah, stay alert. And I want to touch on that too. Today is the 10th. Tomorrow is September 11th. Um, I'm not predicting anything at all, but just in case, I would maybe take it as, the next 24 hours, take it as a training event. And yeah, you might want to be on high alert just in case, right? Maybe stay a little extra alert, stay a little extra vigilant. Make sure that you've got your EDC. Make sure you've got your supplies in your vehicle. Make sure your phone's charged. If you need to, maybe stop off and get gas in the morning before work. Um, I would stay a little extra vigilant. I wouldn't be scared. Um, I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen any rumors. I haven't seen anything. But we've always got to be just prepared, just in case for everything. So just throwing that out there. Let's see. Kane says take that rock collection or ruck to uh ruck to teach ounces equal pain. Um I don't know. I don't even, if I took all of his rock collection, I don't even know if I could pick it up. He's got quite the rock collection. Um but he's got a few favorites. So he could probably ruck his few favorites around. I think he'd be all right. Gen X says I won't look at those videos, but I bet I wind up seeing them. Yeah, unfortunately, that's probably going to happen. Um, and it's probably going to be the way they edit it. By the time that you register what it is, you'll probably see it. Unfortunately, and I'm sorry. For me, I almost did not want to come alive tonight when I saw it and I started reading comments and I saw those videos. I was like, man, I don't know if I can do this, right? But no, okay. I mean, I'm not going to be silenced, and I'm not going to take a back seat, and I'm not going to take that away from you guys, right? There's somebody or a group of people or whatever that took Charlie's life from the family. He's not going home to the kids or the wife, right? That's sad, and it is what it is. I'm not going to be the one that takes away this 1 hour that we have once a week of networking and community and building and having fun and being able to laugh and talk and communicate and do all the things that we do here tonight. That's what this is all about, right? So I ultimately decided, no, absolutely, I'm going to do this tonight, and I'm glad I did. So let's see. Hopefully, I'm not too far down in the chat, or maybe I am because I think I just went all the way to the bottom. Let's see. Um, CK had a plate carrier honor. You can see the full impact and the bullet fragmentation that got the throat. It was good catch by some people. Yeah, I was looking at some stuff too on it because the very first video that was put out was from the distance, um, and it looked like it was here instead of here. So, and it's hard. It was so far away. It was hard to zoom in. It got grainy. You couldn't really go frame by frame. But it looked the initial when you slowed it down that he was clutching his chest and that there was something on his chest. And so that's why I initially thought until the other video came out. And then there was no denying what happened. So, yeah, let's see. Dana says, I am not saying that it is everyone's job to save each other, but men are unfairly blamed for toxic masculinity, and people are not supposed to look at each other and are told to mind their own business. That's a really great point. That's a really great point, right? It seems, and you can drop in whatever you want for the infamous they, but it seems like there's been an attack on everything. A lot of it seems to be on the nuclear family, and a lot of it just seems to be like division, whether it is a racial divide, a religious divide, um, any sort of a gender divide, an age divide. It just always seems to be generational, right? I'm the young whatever, and you're the old whatever, uh, and it's like it just keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and they just get everybody into those tiny little groups, and before you know it, they'll just have it to where it'll be group against group against group. uh, yeah, it is. It's getting to that mind their own business. I see it less and less of people saying please and thank you. I see less smiles. I see less people holding the door open for other people. Um, I see a lot less of doing those nice things, right? Paying it forward. Um, those small little random acts of kindness. And that might right there, that might be our prepping homework for the week, right? Um, do one random act of kindness in the next 7 days. Just one, right? That's all you got to do. If you do more, great. That's awesome. You're a wonderful human being. But all I'm asking is that next Wednesday, if you guys come back to Workshop Wednesday, I want to see in the chat, tell me the one random act of kindness that you did for somebody. And I think it'd be fun, right? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's have some fun with that. Independent Mini United, hello, great to see you. So wonderful for you to be here. Who else do we got? He let people ask questions and then they silenced him. Yep. Yeah. And I don't get it. I don't get it. We'll see, right? Yeah. Independent Mini United, divided and conquer is the plan. Don't fall for it. Yeah. Um, and the thing that gets me, right, I always like to do what I can to take a step back and take emotion out of it. And so if you want to blame the left like so many people is doing, right, this is some far left lunatic. Keep in mind that there are far right lunatics too, and all it's going to take is something until the far over here and the far over here come together. And usually what happens is it's a tidal wave, right? The very tip of the far out on both clash, and all of a sudden everything follows it. It's kind of like a slinky or whatever you want to put as an analogy in there. The people that's not as far suddenly back their guy, and then those people back that people, and then the next thing you know, you've got most of the people that's kind of in the middle, slightly leaning this way or whatever. Now they're stuck in the middle of all this nonsense. So, yeah, I digress on it. Granny's Corner says kindness needs to be spread, and yes, small acts add up. Pass on a smile or a kind comment. Absolutely, yeah. I hope everybody takes the challenge. Right? It's not going to cost you anything. You know, when you're out somewhere and you see some elderly person, hey, you know, can I take this out of the cart and put that in your car? Can I take the cart back for you? Oh, hey, hang on, let me grab the door and I'll hold it. You go on in, right? One time in the next 7 days. It should be fun. Let's see. Or reward a random act of kindness. Say a big thank you to somebody. That's right. And you never know, right? Somebody can be having the absolute worst day. I'm not going to say anything, right? But let's do the pretend hat here for a moment. Let's say that this deranged individual was having a really bad day, right? Just an absolute horrible day. And he looked and he goes, oh, you know what? I'm going to do this, right? Let's just say that he was going hunting and he had his hunting rifle in the back and he was just driving to go and he saw an opportunity to just, this is going to be the ultimate fu to everybody. What happens if one random act of kindness could have changed that guy's mind, right? And I'm not saying it probably would not have. Once you get probably that far deranged, it probably is not going to do anything, but little things can make big differences. So yeah, yeah, hopefully we'll see how all that goes. Let's see. It's crazy that I can be shocked when somebody does a little something nice. I'm appreciative, but it should not be a rare occurrence. And I fully agree. Fully agree. Let's see. Gigi says divide, chaos, apply coward, priven, and take control. Yeah. Yeah. I can, you know, yeah. You know, you just start chopping little tiny pieces away. I can see it. I can see it. Let's see. I don't know. Smile at the wrong person. Okay, Gen X. Don't smile at certain people, right? But yeah, that's right. Yeah, being kind can be shocking. Um, and I'll tell you what, I've been guilty of it too. I think that a lot of us, especially now, um, it jumps into your mind, right? You see somebody and you instantly have a thing. That person, the what they're wearing, the way they're acting, it's a little shady. So I'm going to keep an eye on them, right? And then the next thing you know, they come over and they're the nicest person in the world. And you're like, whoa, okay, you know what? I was wrong. They're cool. And they could be making you know, a thing, but I've had it a couple of different times where I glanced at somebody and I was like, okay, you know, gotta do this. They come over, I was completely wrong, right? And there was no rudeness. They had no idea of anything. I was super polite and nice back to them, and we move on, right? But sometimes you got to, right? Sometimes you cannot do the wow, that guy looks shady. Oh, wait, society's going to frown on me if I say that. So I'm just going to look this way. Well, that shady guy really is shady, and you're going to pay the price for not paying attention, right? Let's see. Yeah, keep putting your foot in front of the other. That's all you can do sometimes. Who else do we got? Even being acknowledged can make a huge difference. Somebody, yes, yes, it definitely can. Let's see. Whatever happened to treat people the way that you wanted to be treated, not as they treat you. Unfortunately, that's where things are going, Carolina. Uh, we've lost that somewhere along the way. For whatever reason, we've lost the treat others that you want to be treated. And I don't know where that came from. I don't know if that was something to where you just got into a group of bad people and they were taking advantage of somebody, you know, that whole turn the other cheek, and they just kept slapping. And eventually they was like, you know what? Hold on. And, you know, they stood their ground and whatever. And then they taught it to their offspring. You know what? No turning the other cheek. You stand up. And so I don't know. I don't know where we got turned around. Yes, you should definitely defend yourself 100%. But defending yourself does not mean standing your ground 100% of the time. If you can diffuse the situation by backing up, I've seen a lot of people that push that very strongly. And it's not being a coward to back away, right? If I'm out here with at the park with my kid and somebody comes up and I can tell that you know they want an altercation, but if I feel that I can protect my kid and back away so nobody gets hurt, right? That's what I'm going to do, right? I mean, I'm not going to, if the guy starts swinging and doing other things, I'm going to stand my ground and do what I've got to do for protection. But there's too many people that want to, I'm concreted here. You are in my space, even though you're on public property out in the middle of the park. And they want the excuse. And I think too many people are quick to that. I think you need to read the situation, read the room, do your best judgment, and you know things escalate. You've got to start here, and whoa, okay, I hear you. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, and back up, and do what you can. Just because somebody says, "Hey, your shirt's ugly," it's not a absolute. Oh, okay, well, guess what? Boom, firearm. Okay, I see a bunch of that on the internet. Hopefully people are just saying mean things on the internet. Let's see. Today, a gentleman dropped his cane, and I was going by and picked it up with the handle of my cane. He said that makes it a rule that I always have to pick it up before he drops it. That's because it applies with money. That's awesome. I'm usually the one that looks shady. Then people find out I'm just a comedian. There you go, Gen X. See? And I get it a lot, right? I mean, I got the big bushy beard. A lot of times I'm wearing, a lot of black or whatever. I'm a big dude, so I get the side eye quite a bit. And then once people get to know me, usually I'm okay. So LLP says I try to smile at people sometimes, but my face doesn't always cooperate. I get it. I get it. Who else do we got in here? Dun, dun, dun. Everybody is saying hello to Jericho. So hello, Jericho. Oh, there you are. I see you. Welcome on in. Golden Rule has always been confused with Golden Shower nowadays. Gen X with the joke. See, you guys are going straight up for the see who's the biggest comedian. When I took martial arts, my black belt always taught us that it's smarter to run away and survive. And it is. I mean, sometimes you do. You have to stand your ground, and sometimes it's best to de-escalate by backing away and letting it go. Um, I've never really let words hurt me. You come up and you're like, "Oh, your mama is overweight." Okay, whatever. I don't care. But I can move on with life. Sometimes you just, oh, yeah, okay, and you just kind of agree and move on. But I've seen so many people, and I mean in person, that somebody says something like, "Oh, your mom has, I don't know, gray hair," and then they're like, "What did you say about mama?" And they get into this weird fist fight because somebody said some words. It's so odd to me. Just walk away. Just walk away. And I hear the conversations. Well, they disrespected her. Is it true? Because if it's not true, who cares? Right? Why would you fight and put yourself into danger or put yourself in the position to where you might go to jail or whatever because they said a lie? Like, when does a lie make it to where it's that important to do any of that? So, uh, again, just me off the top of my head there. Let's see. Common courtesy is not so common courtesy anymore. Neither is common sense. Bam, bam. Little Lone Prepper coming out with a T-shirt on that. That is awesome. Mr. Miyagi say that when you learn karate to not have to fight or something like that. Yeah, something like that. We have to learn to read people. It's a skill and sometimes much needed. Yeah. Yes. Treat people nice until they show you that they don't deserve it. Yeah. And we've quickly become into that. We have rules and laws. I know it's weird, but yes, in America we do have rules and laws, and we are a nation that you are innocent until proven guilty. Right now, you are supposed to be judged by peers. It's supposed to be a speedy and fair trial, and if you are found guilty, then you are subject to the consequences thereof. But there is so many people that want vigilantism and street justice and things like that. And to a certain extent, I get it. Our justice system is broken. I do fully back people on that. But at what point in time, right? If we side with, well, Street justice. Well, what happens when you get wrongly accused? Right? Somebody comes up and they start going, you stole my eggs, and they want to, off with the head with you. Just saying. Just saying. Gen X called me a teddy bear. We'll go with that. Gnostic says there's always a switch that flicks in people's eyes right before they turn violent. Yeah, there's a lot of body language and other things. A lot of times, police or various places will put on free clinics for self defense, and a lot of times they'll teach you body language and those things to look for. They're not always foolproof, but it definitely helps. Let's see. I will try not to hurt anyone's fist with my head. Jericho, sticks and stones. Thank you. I was hoping somebody bring that up. Moonsprout, good to see you. Don't take things personally. It's rarely about you. Yes. Yeah. 100%. Right. And keep in mind too, the way that we live with AI and all these bot farms and all this other stuff. When you go into comment sections and you start seeing posts and things like that, chances are it's not even a real person that you're angry at, right? Yeah, they said something and they triggered me and I'm mad for 30 seconds. It probably wasn't even anybody, right? So a lot of times we just got to remember, take a deep breath, back away, let it go, scroll on, put the phone down, turn something off, do what you got to do, right? Deep breath, light a candle, go outside, pet the dog, whatever you got to do. Uh, don't let anybody take your happiness, right? You are in charge of your happiness. It's not for sale. You don't, just forget it at home. If you suddenly go, I'm angry or I'm sad or something like that, do something about it, right? Go, you know what? I'm going to go do something that I enjoy doing. I know sometimes you can't. Life tends to life. Unfortunate things happen. But for the most part, you read something on the internet, it gives you some sort of negativity. You have the power to turn it positive. You know what? Close. I'm going to go do something fun. So just keep that in mind. Off Grid Master, great to see you here. When Chuck Norris turns on airplane mode, the pilots file a flight plan with him. Jericho says, keep your head on a swivel and keep your distance. Yes. Yes. Facts. Very good. Very good. Let's see. I took an active shooter class at the range taught by a former FBI HRT member. Awesome. That would be a really good thing to share what your insights and stuff, Scott. That'd be an awesome one. Jericho says a lot of self-defense classes are credited towards your college credits. Nice. I didn't know that. Interesting. Tuck says, wait, you guys have happiness? Yes, Tuck, we do. Let's see, where are people or what? Oh, let's see, where people are so fragile, you can stay strong and walk away. Better not proven right than assaulted or worse. I will pass. That's right. That is right. 100%. I see exactly. Yes. Is this show live? Um, I don't know. I don't know. When I was asking Riverside why my chat is not showing, they said because I wasn't live streaming, and I'm pretty sure the little red thing up there says I'm live, and I'm actually watching myself right now on YouTube on my phone. So I think I'm live, but they said that that's why my chat's not working, is I'm not actually live streaming. So we'll see. We will see. Everybody's saying hello. There's a sign at my work that says happiness will not be tolerated. That's right. This show was pre-recorded at Rural Studio in Burbank, California. No, nope, 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 nope. I sad part is I can't be like, oh look, here's proof. Um, no. And here's my thing. If you want my studio, there's my studio, right? I'm literally in my pantry with all of my preps and all sorts of other stuff. So if I was in Burbank, I would guess I would have a much better studio. So a door holds itself for Chuck Norris. There are times we have not watched TV or been online. Time developing your personal relationships with friends, family, and community. Yes, right. Um, and that's a really good thing. I think there should be a lot more people that literally turn off and unplug, even if it's just for a few hours, right? If something really bad happens and whatever, I'm sure somebody will call or notify you, or you'll find out in a couple hours. If nuclear bombs are launched, whether 5 minutes from now or 5 hours from now, is probably not going to make that much of a difference, right? Maybe, but probably not. Most of the time you can go a little while and turn everything off and just read a book, right? Um, Take a nap, go sit outside in the hammock, go take a walk around the block, just find something to do. Let's see, where are we at with time? Oh, we got a few minutes. Let's see, anything else in front of a live studio audience? That is right, right? Let's see. Can I do that? Take it down a little bit. Hide that, and yes. See, and tonight in front of a live studio audience, this show is sponsored by you. Let's see if it does it. And there we go. That's right. That's right. That's all for you. You guys are awesome. You guys rock. You are amazing. Yeah. So let's see how this goes. What are pants? I don't know. Check your local libraries and town websites. I registered for 2 free emergency preparedness lectures. Yes, remember, you are in September. September is National Preparedness Month. Take advantage of it. There's a lot of places all over that are doing free classes, free seminars, giving out free literature. A lot of this stuff is online literature. Sometimes you can even go ask for it and go, hey, it's National Preparedness Month. What are we doing about it? There's a lot of channels, not just me, right? Yes, I am posting a video 7 days a week for the entire month, all talking about this month. There's a ton of channels out there doing the same thing. Take advantage of it. Even if you can't watch it, right? If you see one, bookmark it, watch it later. But there's a lot of people out there that's going to be doing really amazing stuff and putting out really, really good content. So take advantage of it. Do what you can. Let's see, who else do we got in here? Making sure that I get everything. Sponsored by the freeze-dried Skittles. Yes. Yes. Let's see, the Dead Sea was alive until Chuck Norris swam in it. Very good to know. Brought to you in part by Life Cereal. Muffin Man, Tactical Muffin Top is here. What's going on? I've got your video bookmarked. I was getting ready to watch it, and something came up, but I'm going to watch it. You cut the applause too soon. Now the feds are on to us. Oh, Hudson Valley, you did not have to do that. Thank you. Sponsored by 100%. Yes, this live stream is sponsored by none other than Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, that you need to go watch every Wednesday for We All Gonna Die Wednesday, and on Tuesdays when they do the Four Horsemen podcast. And go like and subscribe, because they are two well-educated, very good, smart, intelligent, good-looking men that I follow on a regular basis. So thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. Let's see. A lot of prep stuff is tax-free in the month or this month in Florida. Awesome. Awesome. Let's see. Been tried to get sponsored by powdered water. I'll have to catch the replay. Been talking to my kid about various conspiracy theories. That's okay, Teresa. I fully get it. And it's fun to do that, right? But yeah, while we're finishing up, I'm still monitoring the chat. So if you have anything, go ahead and throw it in chat. But I do want to remind, there's craziness, right? And it's going on all over the world. Things are heating up all over the place. Yes, we're still down in Venezuela. Yes, there's a whole bunch of rumors about this, that, and the other thing. Remember that tomorrow is 9/11, right? So do what you can to be smart. Do what you can to be prepared. Maybe tonight, maybe pack your lunch, right? Maybe take an extra bottle of water. Maybe take $20 cash with you just in case. Maybe instead of wearing high heels, see if you can just wear just regular tennis shoes or whatever. Maybe go ahead and throw in an extra pair of socks. Take what you need just in case tomorrow. Use this as a really good training day. If something is to happen, how do I get home? If something happens, before work, what do I do? If something happens when I get home, what do I do? Maybe take a different route to work, maybe take a different route home, but do various things, right? Use tomorrow just in case. Let's see, a few minutes left. Let's see what we have in here. Any use of this live without the NFL's express written content is prohibited. Oh, Ace. I'm the opening act. You are not the opening act. No. Actually, I was going to do 7 o'clock on Wednesdays, but I wanted to do an hour, and you guys went at 7:45. So I actually pushed mine back to 9 because I wanted to make sure that I was able to watch you guys, and if you ran over, that I was not stepping on your toes. So absolutely not. You guys are definitely the main attraction. So uh the rabbit hole series again. Let's see. Can anyone see this? I certainly hope so. Let's see. At least I see it. Do you see society collapsing in the next 5 years? We're definitely going down that path. I still have hope, and I will continue to have hope, right? Um, I still see small random acts of kindness here and there. I still see good people. I still see good channels out there that is spreading truth and good advice and good things. So until that ceases to exist, I will always have hope. There is hopefully, fingers crossed, right? Um, Even if we step back off the ledge at the very last second, as long as we don't go over the ledge, we'll hope, right? That's kind of all we can do. When we were born, we were strapped into the chair of U.S. society, and we're on the ride. We can do what we can do. You can get involved in your community, get on your school board, get on the council, do small things in your community. If all of us did that, we can make a huge change. But most of us don't, right? Uh, and a lot of us, me included, right? I'm not on a council or anything like that. It's very hard to where I'm in, but and that's not an excuse, not an excuse. But I'm in a small area. We have a little over 200 people in my village, and so once you get voted on, because they don't do anything really. There's really no corruption. There's no anything that they disagree on. You pretty much know them, right, by name. You know their address. You know their kids. You know their grandkids. So they really don't get voted off. Um, so it's hard to do, but yeah, if you can do things right, even if it's just going down and volunteering at the PTA, volunteering at church, there's things that we can do to try and get in and change our area. If we all just changed a mile, 2 miles, around our house, just our little area, we could do a lot. We really could. Let's see. What did tomorrow morning tell your family what to do, where to go when the phones no longer work? Yes. Yeah. Make sure you have a plan. Make sure you have a plan. We've been talking a lot about that. Just because you have a plan doesn't mean that your friends, family, and loved ones know your plan, right? Oh, wait, go back. Rural, if it's okay, if I share the channel link, absolutely. Yes. Thank you for telling me that. Usually I say this up front. If you have a wrench, that means that I trust you. And until you do something that I don't trust you, you will have a wrench. And if you have a wrench and you have a channel, post it. Each and every Wednesday when you come in, post your channel. We're all about going through and wait a second, why does Gigi not have a wrench? We're gonna fix that. Yeah, we're all about networking, right? And the only way that we can network is if we come in here and we share and uplift each other. Until you do something that shows me that I can't trust you or support you, you will have my trust and support. So come in here, participate, say hello, be productive in the chat, participate. You don't have to agree, right? You don't have to come in here and be like, oh, bobblehead, yes, yes. If you disagree, that's fine, but tell me why you disagree. As long as you can be civil about it, I welcome it. I actually, I hope that we can do more of it. So yeah, hope is best in small doses. Yeah. Unfortunately, yes. Start a community watch. It's free. TMT, the Muffin Man's got a good point on that one. Let's see. Lots of free preparedness. Yes. Let's see. Who else do we got in here? Did I get to the bottom? I think I got down to the bottom. Responded to the morning video. Very long. Nice. Making sure everybody's good. Make sure I got everything. I tried volunteering at a food bank. I was really sore for 4 days and read. Tuck. Nice. Open panel discussion, 8 p.m. Eastern. Yes. If you guys have not checked out Independent Mini United, yeah, I've been watching. I don't usually catch lives because a lot of times it's a little later. Usually after 10 p.m. Eastern time, I turn it into a pumpkin. And a lot of times, yeah, you go on at 11, so I'm not up, but usually I catch it the next day. So yeah, very good stuff. But yeah, if you have not checked out anybody in here that you have seen tonight, I highly encourage, go give them a chance, right? Just go check them out. Click around, check out some of their old stuff, check out some of their current stuff, check out a live stream, tell them, hey, I saw you over on Rural and I just wanted to say what's going on. And that's how we grow as a community. So, but we have hit our hour, right? I don't want to hold you guys up. It's been a long, interesting day for all of us. And I'm sure that most of us would like to go to bed soon. At least I would. So with that, guys, I greatly appreciate you coming here and spending time with me. It is something that I look forward to and cherish each and every weekend. You can be anywhere else doing anything right now, but you chose to come here. And for that, I humbly thank you. So with that, guys, I hope you guys have a great day, an amazing day, and a blessed night. Stay tuned because there's more information to come. And with that, I hope you guys will remain united because we're all prepping in this together.